Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'd like to show you how you can create a custom GPT in ChatGPT. So the custom GPT that we'll be creating is a PowerBI Expert GPT. As you all know, on my channel I discuss everything Power BI and AI. So I thought, why not create a custom GPT for my Power BI viewers? So in this video I'd like to take you along with me and show you how we can create this custom GPT. Let's go. Okay, so in ChatGPT I'll go over to Explore GPT. That takes me to the GPT store. On my top right I've got the create menu, so I'll click that and that brings me into the interface to create custom GPTs. I'll go directly into the configure option. So if you watch my previous video on how I set up the PNG Maths Tutor GPT, I explained the difference between the create and the configure menus. Watch that video. So it's in the configure menu that I'd like to create my custom GPT, because I've already prepared beforehand all the necessary information. So I'll just copy and paste. Okay, so first up, the name of my GPT, PowerBI Expert GPT. Next up, the description, just paste that in. The PowerBI Expert GPT provides specialized support for beginners, intermediate and advanced Power BI users. Now coming up down to the instructions section, let me just copy it over. Okay, so the instructions that you set here is very important, because this is what determines what the GPT will do, how it will respond, and what it should avoid doing. It's the part that you customize and you fine-tune your GPT. Okay, and last but not the least, our conversation status. So let me just copy and paste. And the final one, and we are done. So finally, the capabilities section. So we have web browsing, daily image generation, and code interpreter and data analysis activated. So for ChatGPT free users, you have access to web browsing and data analysis, but not daily image generation, unfortunately. So finally, over to the actions section, create new action. So here in the actions section, you can allow your GPT to retrieve information or take actions outside of ChatGPT. So we won't set up this section here in this video. I'll discuss that in a separate video. So let me go back into the main interface. So we are done in customizing our Power BI Expert GPT. Now let me go over on the right hand side and click on create. I'll set that to myself for now, only me to have access to the GPT. Okay, and the GPT has been published. On the right hand side you see the preview interface. So this is where I can test the GPT, but I'd like to just do one more thing before we test the GPT. Let me just upload a profile picture. I've already prepared a profile picture for that. So I've got my beautiful profile picture set up. Now let's go over to the preview section and test this GPT. So the first conversation starter, how do I create a report in Power BI? Let me just select that. Okay, to help you create a report in Power BI effectively, could you please indicate your expertise level with Power BI by entering the corresponding number: 1 for beginner, 2 for intermediate, and 3 for advanced. Okay, so these 3 options here, I specified it in the instructions for the custom GPT to list these 3 options, and based on the number that the user enters, the GPT will respond according to the Power BI level of the user. So this functionality to be able, this functionality here was specified in the instructions of the GPT. So if I say beginner, I'll just put 1 for beginner. Okay, so let's see the reply from our custom GPT. Great, let's get started with creating a report in Power BI. Here's a step-by-step guide tailored for beginners. Install Power BI, load your data, transform and clean, create relationships, build your report, format your report, save and publish. Yep, okay, that's fine. That's all right. Okay, so I'm happy with the GPT now. I'll just update. Okay, and let me go over to the share option here on the right hand side. So if I'm happy with this GPT, I can now publish to, I could share it with my friends, anyone with the link. So if I want some of my friends to test out this GPT before I publish, I can do that. But say I am confident with this GPT and I want you guys to start using it as of like right now, I could click on GPT Store and I'll click on Save. And friends, now this Custom GPT PowerBI Expert GPT has been published to GPT Store. So let's go over to the main GPT Store, Explore GPT, and if I search PowerBI Expert GPT, I should see my GPT on the list, and I have my GPT here. Power BI Expert GPT is now available on GPT Store, so you guys can check it out. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something in this video. Check out my Power BI Expert GPT, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value in this video. If so, please consider supporting the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value in this video. If so, please consider supporting the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.